I transitioned my SMMA into a 7-figure AI agency in 30 days. And if you're running a traditional marketing agency right now, it has never been easier than right now to succeed. And in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how we shifted into an AI agency and the exact AI systems we built for each department of our company. So let's dive into it. And the first point I want to discuss is why we actually made the shift into an AI agency from our traditional SMMA. Because you might be thinking, oh, like if your SMMA was already working, why would you shift into an AI agency? And yes, while we got results in the beginning, everything was really hard and it took a lot of time to actually provide our service. And also, I saw a massive gap in the market because the market was not really aware of how to actually use AI in their marketing. And honestly, we didn't really either at the time, but we saw like maybe 1 or 2 people using AI in their marketing. And we were like, all right, we definitely got to try this out because it is a huge opportunity in the market because it's so much different than what everyone has been seeing in the past. And now you'll see there's so many different marketers is still using the standard image ads and basically just like standard UGC videos. And AI really allows you to be different. And a huge reason why we actually shifted was, yes, because of service delivery and how hard it was, but actually because like everything is so manual in our agency, and we realized we needed to use AI to actually get ahead. Because if we were spending like days on like certain tasks, like reporting and all of that, and like spending like hours on different tasks in terms of like finances and all that, we'd be so much further behind because we don't have a huge team. We want to have a really lean team so we can maximize profits in our agency. And if we use AI to help like actually do a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of our agency, in terms of like copywriting, in terms of like actually making out the ads, that's less hires than we actually need to make. And specifically for us, it was so hard to test a lot, and like service delivery was actually really hard because we were literally spending all day creating out UGC videos. We were writing all the copy. We were doing everything manually, and there was honestly no like real way to differentiate for ourselves from like other people on the market. And that was a huge realization for us. It was like, oh yeah, we need to be different, and AI is what allowed us to be different and is ultimately what allowed us to get ahead in our agency and actually get great results for our clients a lot faster than we would have been. And there's a lot of marketers who have been doing like things for a while, and it took them so long to become an expert marketer, and we really like accelerated our learning curve and became really good marketers because of AI. Because without AI, it's so hard to do all the research yourself. It's a lot harder to come up with a lot of copy. And specifically like for me, like we just started YouTube ads like a few months ago, right? And like I haven't really even written like any single thing of copy for YouTube ads. AI has already done all of it. It's made all the ads for me. And there's literally never been an easier time to succeed than now, because when have you ever been able to have AI literally write all of your copy for you, make all of your ads for you, and basically do all the heavy lifting for you? Because in the past, you used to have to spend like years becoming an expert like marketer, expert copywriter, or you'd have to go out there and hire like a 10K a month copywriter to do all this for you. And now AI can literally do all of it, and you can either bring on people who actually are wanting to learn AI and they can do it for you, and you can actually save a lot of money each and every month by just using AI and teaching others how to use AI within your company. And the biggest shift I've actually seen in the market right now is like those companies who are using AI, like including us, are moving a lot faster than those who aren't using AI, because we're able to test so much more. We're able to automate like our service delivery. We're able to do so much more than you would with a traditional SMMA without any AI. And you got to use AI like to your advantage. Otherwise, you're going to be left behind. And now I actually want to talk about the transition and like what we were doing before. So like I said earlier, we were doing everything manually. We were writing all the copy, we were making all the ads, and like literally we were doing everything by ourselves. And normally like with the old agency model and like the traditional agency model, you'd have to hire out a bunch of people and have a huge team if you really wanted to scale. But now with AI, you can literally like have like a team of like 4 or 5 and literally scale it to 100K plus months like we have done like in our current agency right now. It literally makes it so much easier to scale because you're able to test so much more. You're able to actually have AI write a lot of the copy for you and actually test so much more. And the biggest thing in all of this in the agency space is actually testing a lot and actually seeing things that work. And AI automates that all for you and literally does all of the grunt work for you. So all you really need to do is just focus on getting clients and then keeping them and actually using AI to handle all the service delivery, which is honestly the hardest part about running an agency, is actually servicing your clients and actually being able to get them great results. And the biggest thing that AI has helped us with today is service delivery, aka the most important thing to your agency to make money long-term and to run a profitable agency is service delivery. And just to like further illustrate this point, our two most winning ads were both scripted using AI and made using AI. And those have made our clients so much money. And like, those are like things that like we couldn't have done before, or like we might've been able to do it before, but it would have taken a lot more testing and a lot more grunt work to actually be able to create those ads out and actually like be different from the market. And AI literally lets you spend millions every single month, and is the key reason why we're able to spend millions every single month is because of AI. Without it, we'd be doing like endless work, or we would need a huge team to help us fulfill on that. And now I want to talk about like the actual like trigger moment that made us want to switch. And honestly, it was because we were looking through like Ads Library, and like I've said before, Ads Library is a great way to see like what the market is adapting to. And like last year, we were scanning Ads Library, right? And we saw a couple of people using AI ads, and we were like, do we give it a try? And we ended up testing an ad, and it literally started printing like right off the bat. We were like, oh crap, what did we just discover? We don't really have to make UGC ads all day long. Like, we can actually use AI to like automate this whole process and actually create better ads that people like and enjoy. So yeah, so like that was a huge trigger moment, and we started like diving deep into AI, like how do we actually use AI to actually like automate our whole service delivery. And so we went deep into actually like diving into like, oh yeah, how do we actually write good prompts? Like, how do we actually use AI to make the ads? And like, how do we actually use it in our agency to succeed and actually make a lot more money and actually be different from the market? And we were like, this is the future of advertising, and we never looked back. And obviously we still have like some UGC ads, we still have some image ads, and I think it's still important to have like a variety of different ads, otherwise they'll just hurt each other once you get up to a certain point in ad spend. But AI is literally the backbone of our agency, and I'm not sure where we would be without it. Although I made the pivot into an AI agency, there are a lot of agencies who have not yet done so, and I want to tap into the reasoning why they're still stuck on the old model and are kind of hesitant on AI. I think a lot of it is because they think they're too good for AI, or they think that they can still provide a good service without AI. And honestly, yeah, that is true. You can still provide a good service without AI, but it makes it a lot harder. And honestly, yeah, you might have been better than it like a couple years ago when it wasn't that good. But within the past year, it's gotten so good, like you're almost like a fool for not using AI in your business today. And literally just beyond marketing agencies, if you zoom out, you can literally see all these Fortune 500 companies doing everything they can to like maximize like what they know about AI and actually incorporate AI into their businesses. So why wouldn't you do the same in a marketing agency and actually use AI into your business? Because you know how powerful it's getting, and literally in a few years, if you're not using AI in your business, you're going to be obsolete, right? And the thing about AI is there's not that many marketing agencies using it right now, and those that are using it are crushing it and getting great results for their clients. And yes, there's still marketing agencies getting great results without using AI, but you literally can move so much faster if you use AI in your business and provide a much better service for your clients, because you can instantly start getting better results with the power of AI opposed to if you didn't use AI. So like, it's like the question of like, you got to shift and you got to make the shift. And even if you don't want to make the shift and not actually learning the AI, like you're going to have to eventually, otherwise you're going to be obsolete, like I said earlier, because literally so many companies are actually learning AI right now and actually incorporating it into their business. So this is the next new wave of marketing agencies. And if you want to get like a head start in all of this, you got to start learning AI and actually incorporating it into your business. Now I want to talk about the AI systems our agency has. And the first part is client acquisition. So we primarily run B2B paid ads for client acquisition. So we use AI to actually research the niche more in depth so we can become even better experts at our niche. We use it to write copy for our B2B paid ads, and we actually use AI to actually make some of the ads for our B2B paid ads. And the biggest thing in this is like we still like to have like a variety, and like most business owners still like a UGC ads for B2B. So we have like a good like mix in between for that. But the biggest thing that AI lets you do is like move much quicker into actually getting clients, because in the past you used to have to like research your niche for like months to actually become like an expert at it. But with AI, you can literally like go on a ChatGPT and research everything you need to know about a particular niche. Like how much do they actually sell their service for? Like what are the biggest challenges that they face? Like what do I need to be prepared for on these sales calls? Like what do I actually need to do to actually acquire clients for my niche? And you can use AI to move much quicker into actually getting clients. And like that's the biggest advantage of using AI in terms of client acquisition. And obviously we don't really use it for cold email because we don't really do cold email. But if you were gonna do cold email, you could have it literally write all of your copy for you. Even if you're just beginning with cold email, it can write a lot better copy for you. All you gotta do is take winning cold email copy and feed it into the AI, and it'll produce really good copy for you. And so you can actually get clients a lot quicker, opposed to actually like testing for like months or years in terms of cold email and to actually get clients. So AI is so powerful for client acquisition, and you got to use it to your advantage. Otherwise you're going to be left behind, or it'll take you so long to actually get clients. And the second part that we use AI for in our agency is service delivery. And service delivery is by far the most important aspect of your agency if you actually want to stay in business for years and not just like have like one big month and actually die out after that, right? So we use AI to actually write all of our copy, to come up with a lot of new hooks to test every single day, and actually make out all of our ads. And without it, we'd be spending so long on service delivery and getting mid results. But with AI, we get great results and can iterate much faster and stay ahead of the market. And in terms of our niche, we can dominate our niche because of the power of AI. So AI literally helps solve the problem of poor service delivery, because you can literally become an expert in your niche. It'll help you untap new angles for your niche, because there's things that you don't know about the niche, and you can like literally pick AI's brain apart in terms of actually becoming an expert for your niche. And it can literally like help replace like different employees in which you normally hire, and actually maintain like a lean and very profitable agency, which is why I love it so much. And the last part we use AI for is for team and reporting. So more so for team, we use it heavily for like SOPs and actually drafting out like really solid SOPs for our team. Because in the past, you used to have to handwrite all of these different like SOPs, but now you can literally like paste in like what you want to talk about in your SOPs and all the knowledge that you built out. So you can train your team members better, and it'll actually like develop like beautiful looking SOPs that you can use for your team members so that they can even be better onboarded and all of that. And we also train our team on how to use AI so that they can become absolute killers and perform like a lot better than they normally would. And like that's the thing with AI, like you need to pair it with like a good employee, and then they can become really good for your agency. And that's what we're trying to do right now, is like teach our employees different AI use cases and how they can use it on a day-to-day basis to perform even better and help us scale even more. And for reporting, it literally can automate your whole reporting process. So it can automate all of your finances. It can automate like your client results for the past month. It can literally do all of that. And like in the past, you used to have to like hire someone like a business analyst to go through and like analyze all of your different data. But now AI can do all that for you. So you don't have to do all that grunt work in terms of like reporting. And this is coming from someone who got their master's in business analytics, and like used to have to like, if you really wanted to analyze data in depth, you'd have to like do some like R or like some like programming language in order to analyze it in depth. But literally AI can do all that for you. So you don't really need to focus a ton of time on reporting, because you can literally have AI do a lot of it for you, and you don't really have to learn a lot of that things. Like if there's something that you don't know how to do, you can use AI to like automate it and literally do it for you, right? And that's what's so great about AI. It can literally automate like all the work that you do not want to do on a day-to-day basis. But if you want my direct help in terms of starting and scaling your AI agency, book a call below and let's have a chat. And the best thing about this all is that it's not that complicated to set up, and you can easily start winning. And you don't really need to become an expert at AI to start using it and to actually start getting great results using AI. We literally just feed it basic prompts, and it gets us great results because of how advanced the AI is. In the past, yeah, you might need to become like an expert prompt writer or anything like that, but now there's so many different prompts online and different tutorials online, they can easily start winning with AI and start getting great results using it. Most people overcomplicate using AI because it looks hard on the outside, and they're like, oh yeah, AI is just such a challenging concept to like learn, but it's really not that hard. And a lot of people make it seem a lot harder than it actually is. But like I said earlier, like we only use like basic prompts and all that in order to get great results for our clients. And the biggest thing that you need is great data. If you have great data, like you'll actually be able to get great results with it. So for example, in using AI for copywriting, if you feed the AI bad copy, it'll give you bad copy in return. And if you feed it great copy, it'll feed you great copy in return. So that's why you need to analyze the market and gather a lot of different data in order to actually use AI and actually get great results with it. But there's no special prompts, there's no magical prompts. Yeah, there are some prompts that do better, but you just need to be really direct with it and you'll be able to get great results with it. And the last thing I want to cover today is who this is for. This is for anyone with like a dying agency or using a traditional agency model, or this is for anyone who's actually struggled to actually start and scale their agency before, because AI can literally help do a lot of the grunt work for you and actually help you achieve success much faster. And this is also for anyone who's in a different business model and not seeing that great of results and want to switch into something that's actually profitable. And this is for someone who's in a different business model right now and they're not seeing much success and they actually want to switch into something that's profitable long-term and actually building a legit business, because there are other like business models that are like get rich quick schemes and you don't want that. You want to build something that is long-term and profitable and something that you can do for years and years on end and actually make a lot of real money from it. And there's never been a better time to actually get started with this business model, and you want to take advantage of the AI gold rush while it's still untapped. And a huge note that I want to end on is that there are still a lot of things in the business that you don't want to use AI for. So for example, you don't want to use it for like client relationships, because you want to do that because it requires a personal touch, and all the relationships that you build along the way, you can't use AI for that. So there's still a lot of things that require a personal touch, but the biggest thing that I would start with for your agency, if you want to switch over to this and actually get started with this agency, is service delivery and actually getting clients. Those are the biggest things that you can automate in the beginning and actually use AI to get ahead with. And then you can automate other parts of your business. But the biggest thing that I would automate in the beginning and use AI for is service delivery. But that is all I had for you today. So if you got any value out of this video, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to work with me one-on-one to start and scale your agency to 10K to 100K, book a call below. But that's all I had for you today. So get to work in peace.